And here we go, we've got Britain.
Britons, okay. Well, Yggdrasil always seems to go for towers and 1v1.
Yep, that's
out
gonna be a trash.
and
That's all.
Yep.
That's all what Yggdrasil knows to do in 1v1 and 2v2. We already can see that the position is not that easy for Yggdrasil to. I mean to find the opponent.
Right, so we'll see if Yggdrasil finds them in time. That'll be key.
Definitely.
Even more key than in the last matches for Illuminati.
Yeah, the two last match was unlucky for Yggdrasil.
But if blue does find red, red's position can be actually pretty vulnerable. The gold is far ahead.
The stone, yeah, the stone is ahead. It's a gold too. Barbarian can go for various strategies, of course. Maybe a drush can be a problem for Yggdrasil.
Right. I've seen several drushes from Barbarian in this tournament.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And Yggdrasil seems to be a bit aggressive in the boar hunting.
Yeah, because
2 boar hunted with a lot of food left.
yeah, that's because Yggdrasil needs to be very fast in researching Feudal Age, of course.
Right.
And in fact, Yggdrasil is already exploring, but not the best, not the good side.
Alright, blue did find red, I think.
Yeah, better exploration routes. As I said,
Yep.
The next update for Yggdrasil will consist in improving the exploration. Something like what I did for Pharaoh, which explore like Illuminati would do, for example. I mean, it's circle around the center of the map.
So yeah, red has not found blue yet.
Ooh, red is close to find blue, but it didn't. Oh man.
We got a drush coming from blue.
Yeah, it was something expected. And red is not finding blue, man.
Let's see how Yggdrasil does against the drush.
Well, I've got rule to play against drush. I mean, the Earth villager tends to go back to the TC after having fight a bit against the drusher, so I think it's not such a problem for Blizzard. And oh, it's so close to find the opponent. Okay, he did find the opponent.
Did find a house. Yep.
Yeah, but I'm scared it's a bit too late to start thrashing at this point.
Yep. Well, at least it can start its strategy now. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, because if the opponent is not found quite fastly, the strategy is almost fucked anyway, and it will switch for fast castle, if I'm right, at this point. So let's say that Yggdrasil won't rush in this game, unfortunately.
It's collecting a bunch of stones still.
Yeah.
But not putting down any towers. Yep.
Well, there are many things I wanna change for the next version. Like the fact to just build defensive towers when the truss is not triggered. That way the fast caster is safer than that. Okay, we got
right, you might as well use that stone that you've got available. You've got some defensive towers going up now, but it's too late.
It's too late, definitely.
And Barbarian's got its tower palisaded off.
Yep, with what one market, but anyway, it won't help that much.
Alright, but we'll see what Yggdrasil can do in the next match in the 4v4.
Yeah.
Where the... Yeah, where you'll go for the
It's
sling
actually
strategy.
building a lot of towers, but really too late, unfortunately.
Yep. Already down about 10 villagers.
And Barbarian is gonna research castle. Okay, it's the case now. Well, honestly, what we can do is already give the victory to Barbarian, I think, because the game is over anyway. So let me change the score and go for the next match. And overall, I would say that Yggdrasil was very unlucky in the 3 last 1v1 it played, with positions which were not in mirror regarding the opponent.
Yep, and that makes it hard, but that's one of the challenges of AI, is you've got to script around that.
Well, Interlepus don't want me to... well, he wants the game keeping being played, but look at what the Barbarian is doing.
Doing its typical sniping villagers one by one.
Yep. Well, at least it's losing few archers, few crossbows with the towers, but...
Once Barbarian brings in a ram, it's gonna be game over. And a ram is already on its way.
in fact... Well, Yggdrasil is winning in the kill ratio. I think that I can give the victory to Yggdrasil eventually. And we've got a safe TC. Oh, we got one knight. Civilian population versus 76, and the supposed safe TC is already under attack.
Yep. Wasn't the safest TC.
I don't know why it tends to be so slow in building defensive towers, especially in this situation with your slow. Okay, game over.
Game over.
That was a fast first game. And this victory of Barbarian just means that Barbarian finished as the first position of this group, because Yggdrasil did it.
Yep, not surprising, but it's official now.
Okay, so let's go for the 4v4. Oh, I am one of the players, sorry about this. I was the player number 1, I don't wanna play. Okay, so you ready, Leif?
Yep.
Okay.
Try again.
Turkish, Korean, Saracen and Spanish. Okay, Korean can be a good civilization for Yggdrasil, of course, with the towers.
Yep, towers are pretty good for Koreans. It's like what they were known for. It's like the only strategy that Koreans could go for in this version of the game.
But anyway, the Yggdrasil as Korean is perfect. And we've got Spanish pockets, which is a good civilization for Yggdrasil, of course, with the paladins. It will be slung by the Turkish player, the red one. Opposite side we've got Turkish plus Korean as pocket. I wouldn't be surprised if, as Turkish, Barbarian can potentially go for Scout Rush as pocket. I have already seen Barbarian doing this, and of course it works very well versus AIs, especially when it targets an enemy's pocket, which is not prepared for this.
We'll see what Barbarian goes for. So the eyes will be on Yggdrasil's pocket players, which will be the strong ones.
Yep. And it's always interesting to see how the eyes react to enemies' flank going for so many defensive towers. For example, Illuminati versus Yggdrasil has a pretty good behavior because it just delays the attack in the Feudal Age, just focus on the Castle Age attack in this situation, while other AIs will tend to try to attack and to lose a lot of units against the defensive towers of Yggdrasil.
Yep, I'm pretty sure a lot of AIs try to compare against military population. And when the opponent you're attacking has a dozen towers, they're like, oh, they have no military left, they're weak. Yeah, you got to adapt for that.
Yeah, that's why you need additional checking. Oh, red did miss his first number count because it does have a
right
map with a forest pretty far.
Quite
oh,
far,
the second
yeah.
number camp is just horrible. Oh man.
Man.
Okay, I think
that's
that
frustrating.
red slinging won't be great.
Let's see, are there any other players that had such an unlucky wood spot?
Right, at this point, red didn't find any decent forest.
Yeah, red found the forest deep back behind their town, but that's about it.
Time scale is really too far from you to see. It can potentially build a
Might be the
camp in
furthest
the
wood
deep.
I've seen in the whole tournament. But no aggression from Barbarian yet. We've got some gray scouts lining up to try and attack, but just going back and forth, not going anywhere.
Well, the red gathering percentage is just fucked at this point. Because at least the lumber camps are too far from the forest. So the wall villagers are sent to the stone.
Yeah.
And
Do you think red will recover to get... Well, it doesn't even have wood for a lumber camp.
I think it's just over for red.
Man.
Yeah, Yggdrasil is unlucky anyway. Just keep this in mind.
But orange is attacking right now. And able to kill off a lot of gray's military units. But blue's coming to defend. Yellow's attacking as well at teal's base. And we'll expect yellow, I think, will be the... Purple should be successfully slinging yellow.
Well, the good point is red is eventually gathering gold, so it can sling the gold to his pocket, but it doesn't give any food, of course.
Right.
And it's funny
That'll
because red is asking for food while he's supposed to sleep.
What red needs the most is the wood at this point. Maybe
Right.
red will at least build a lumber camp somewhere. Alright, so we got an attack coming from blue.
It's funny because orange has a really unbalanced economy just because of red. It does have so many gold, but too few food. Well, team is suffering, I would say.
So far, yellow's attacks aren't doing too much against teal. Teal's got a good amount of spearmen defending.
Well, the game is still close, I would say.
Looks like blue's on the way to orange, maybe. Could be going toward red.
Well, yeah. Blue is coming on purple, maybe? Hard to say. It's actually coming back to green, to gray, to light green. And yellow is switching the target for blue. And blue is doing a great job to help gray at this point. But let's see what's going on with yellow coming on blue. I think that blue does have already a lot of units in a row. It does have more units than the yellow with its length. And at least blue does have canals anyway.
Yeah, so it's all just up to the yellow player right now to try and get ahead.
The poor red.
Looks like yellow's targeting against green or gray, or against blue or gray right now. Right in the middle between the both of them. Likely because teal has been badly hurt. Half of red's villagers were actually gathering stone in gray's base. Alright, so I think we're going to see Barbarian go on the aggressive now. Green is targeting purple. I don't know how long those towers are going to defend. Yellow needs to come in and help his ally.
Yep.
But it looks like yellow's going to try and finish off teal instead. Meanwhile, orange is putting off a decent attack against gray. Orange has some spearmen, which will help a little bit, but it'd be nice if they were pikemen instead. Especially against all those blue cavaliers.
Yeah.
But yellow has cavalier now. We'll see if those green soldiers are enough to take out yellow's army. I think they'll die to yellow's cavaliers.
So at this point the best flanks are dead for Yggdrasil. It's 2 versus 3.
Blue coming in against purple.
Yeah, and yellow is just sending its war units on green maybe. Yeah, it's coming on Teal once again.
And yellow's actually switched off of cavaliers onto primarily war wagons, which can be pretty strong, but they're kind of spread out right now.
Okay, we've got 170 for orange. And still no lumber control, right?
No lumber camp, nope. Besides the ones they built and not the best places. Alright, looks like yellow's on the way to attack gray.
Yeah, but
Gonna
he's
retarget against blue soldiers in the middle.
yeah, he's spooked by green too.
Yellow spending time trying to take out teal again. I don't know if that's the best use of yellow's time right now, but all the other opponents are going to be hard to take out right now.
Really?
Might be the only safe target, but I think the best hope right now is for orange and yellow to team up together and try to make a big push against one of the barbarians.
Well, gray does have the military to start pushing orange. And yellow is getting
Alright, now we're
military, I would
seeing-
say.
Yeah, yellow's turning into the defender now. Green and blue are both attacking yellow. Blue might be retargeting toward orange.
Yep, orange is gonna be 1v2. Oh, the trade routes is actually attacked by orange.
Now that might help a little bit. Yggdrasil doesn't have much trade setup of its own. Meanwhile, some blue seed rams are knocking down several buildings right now.
Well, green does have 44 trade cards, more than orange and yellow. Okay, so at this point the game is pretty over. We've got already 2-0 for Barbarian.
Yep, it's a matter of time. I'm kind of expecting I'm surprised the Barbarian players aren't being more aggressive at this point.
Oh, I made a mistake when I put the score. I put 1-0 for Yggdrasil for some reasons. It was already 1-0 for Barbarian, of course, and it's 2-0. Okay, so let's go for the 3v3. So with the 3v3 we have the Yggdrasil side, 2 flanks slinging 1 pocket. Yeah, we could see the difference between yellow having been slung as expected and orange having been slung badly by red, which didn't have any decent lumber camp, of course.
Right.
It made a huge difference because in the right of the map it was fine, I would say, for Yggdrasil, but on the left it was just a big mess. Okay, so here we go.
Non.
Byzantine, Persian and Aztec. Interesting.
Now that should be interesting.
Okay,
And so Yggdrasil, this will it be both flanks slinging in the one pocket or one flank trying to
both flank.
do a tower rush?
No, both flank will be slinger.
Okay.
And I definitely would have liked to see the Aztec being in pockets, just because it could go for a boom fast Imperial around 22 minutes and Elite Eagles Warriors, but it won't happen. It will be the Persian which is gonna be the pocket Night Rusher. And in the opposite side you've got Byzantine as pocket. I think it's an advantage for Yggdrasil. Persian being, in my opinion, better than the Byzantine, especially because in Imperial it does have the paladins. As Aztec, Barbarian can be pretty dangerous with a big rush, which can definitely be hard for Yggdrasil. But at least Barbarian will need to be very aggressive with his drush to attack Yggdrasil before the first towers. I think that we can expect drush being made by both of the Barbarian's flank.
I can definitely see the Aztecs going for it.
Yeah.
Yep, so we already got a militia coming out for teal.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if Barbarian goes for 5
I'm
militias.
guessing blue will just go for a flesh. Rex is already, it's gonna come up right around the start of Feudal Age.
Okay, let's see. Or maybe
And
a bunch of men-at-arms? I don't know.
maybe so. We got teal coming with a drush right now.
Oh, it goes for 1 stable. Blue goes for 1 stable. That will be interesting. Oh, the lumber camp is so close to be built. Okay, it's eventually done for red. And
Alright, so teal killed off at least 1 villager. But targeting a lumber camp with no villagers. Alright, now they're finding some villagers to attack.
The Drush is working pretty well for a kill at this point. Red losing so many villagers, trying to build the tower.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it won't delete the building, so I'm scared that it will lose many more villagers at this point. Okay, it's eventually done. Wow, 11 villagers lost for red already. That hurts a lot. But
yep, that could make a difference. Purple's tower is helping keep the blue scouts away.
Yeah, this tower is working pretty well. I think that purple is gonna be fine for a long time.
Yeah, so we're definitely watching the yellow player biggest. This should be the big Yggdrasil player on the map.
And red is eventually safe. Barbarian is not trying anymore to attack its opponent. And we've got yellow's knights, which are eventually coming, already 7. Green side we've got 5 units. And the target might be green, I guess.
Looks like it might be going toward blue.
Oh yes.
And all the blue scouts are away from their town. So this could be damaging for blue. Got a single spearman for defense. Plus the skirmishers and scouts, but only 1 spearman.
And he is keeping playing well eventually.
Yep, those archers finding several vulnerable red villagers.
And yellow needs to kill villagers instead of those military units.
Right.
To make a real damage.
Hopefully they can knock down that stable and move on to better targets. Ah, moved on to a house. Let's see, what does yellow see right now? Yellow should be able to see some good targets.
Okay, yellow did find green, it's perfect, he did find teal, so it found everyone. And blue being close to the dead, I think that yellow should retarget the next opponent pretty soon now. Okay, blue's PC is gonna be a bit long to be destroyed because it's a Persian town center.
Right. But it looks like yellow's gonna knock it down anyway.
Ah,
Meanwhile, teal's got crossbows.
We've got another TC to destroy. What? Yellow should target the next opponent, I think. He might. Should have. He won't. Down.
Alright, blue's lost pretty much all of their villagers. Yep, all of them exactly.
But funny to see the scouts, blue scouts keeping moving while the whole town is dead.
And yellow doesn't seem to be retargeting anywhere, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, here we go. Yellow seems to be finding a new target now. So it's like 2.5 against 2 right now.
Yeah, what I don't get is the fact that yellow does have the resources to reach Imperial Age. But it's not researching it, despite the fact that it does have one castle. Okay, it's eventually researched, but it could have been way faster than that.
Red sending in the villagers one by one again to build towers. Let's see, so yellow's probably going to wait until Cavalier before they start attacking again. Yellow has the biggest military right now, but right now it's outnumbered by the total barbarian military.
Anyway,
Alright, yellow's moving now.
I really don't know what it was waiting for. Well, it does have the military advantage over green. And teal is gonna be dangerous, it does have the 8 biggest barrier, so the game is definitely not over for Barbarian.
Paladin and heavy camo coming for yellow. And teal's coming to help defend.
Green is targeting teal now. Teal is prepared with a bunch of pikemen supporting the eagles. From the Persian, we can expect hand cannoners to support the paladins against the pikemen.
Those elite eagle warriors and pikemen are pretty well countering the paladins right now. Do you think yellow will likely switch to a different unit?
Well, we've got the hand cannoners now. But here, because purple is heavily attacked by green, I think that I don't know why, but yellow tends to be too passive actually. Okay, and it's back on green.
Alright, so yellow's targeting green again.
And Barbarian is taking the lead in the score. And
Yep, the attack from green's causing some damage. It's going back home to defend.
yeah, and anyway,
But
green
purple
does have
found it.
the easy damage that will help a lot. I think that this is gonna be another loss for Yggdrasil, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's what it's looking like. It's just so easy to counter if you only have one real opponent. And train only one type of unit.
Yep. Yeah, actually, it's so many to counter. Purple is not too far from researching Imperial Age.
So green found a yellow town center. Looks like they might be moving on toward purple. Purple still doesn't have a defensive course since they're slinging yellow. I could see yellow doing a decent job against teal right now if they targeted teal.
Yep.
See if that happens.
I
They're
think
attacking a
that's-
teal castle.
Yeah, and green is attacking purple that time. Just when purple was currently reaching into a lake.
Right, the teal castle is down. Yep.
So this is 1 versus 2 officially. Well, I have faith on the utility. But this one looks alright.
It might be the most elite cataphracts I've seen on in a match so far.
Yeah, I think that many guys would have gone for just heavy cannons regarding the main units of the opponent, which was Paladins from yellow.
Yep.
So it's weird to see in fact so many cataphracts, which is not supposed to counter that's probably the main unit for
Yellow's under attack now, and might not see the game last too much longer here.
And we did forget blue, but blue is really definitely back in this game.
For sure.
Yeah, we did blue boom pretty fast. And it's a GG. Okay.
Blue's attacking purple now. Attacking yellow, actually. And the main DC was okay, game over for Yggdrasil.
Yep.
One final game against Barbarian 2v2.
Yeah. For a potential maybe victory for Yggdrasil, let's see.
Yep, should see a double trash, I think.
Yeah. Frankish and Persian, okay.
Franks and Persians.
Probably Scout Rush for Barbarian. Well, in 2v2, I would say that it might be maybe more archers than skirmishers. I don't know. Okay, this time I can't blame the map.
So let's see, for blue, it's got the rear gold. Could be easily defended.
Yeah.
But also blue has no natural defenses at the front, which could be dangerous for a trush. We'll see. If yellow can place some towers near blue's mill and lumber camp, that could be dangerous. And then green's actually pretty safe.
Okay, red did lose his scouts under the green's TC, but it did find its opponent anyway, and yellow is finding blue. Maybe not. Come on, yellow. Do find your opponent.
Yep, still waiting on yellow to find blue.
Come on.
Yellow is really close.
Stupid boy. Ah, stupid boy.
Okay, is it coming back?
It's just trolling me, man. I don't know why he just want to go to the north of the map for some reason, just after having reached the supposed position flank. Okay.
Alright, see if yellow can find the right spot. Okay, is yellow using some DUC patrolling kind of thing to try and explore? Yellow found blue finally. We'll see if it's too late.
Wow. Unexpected. Absolutely unexpected. Okay, but it does have to deal with those bunch of nations. Okay, so let's see what's gonna be.
Well, at least we're seeing at least one Trush working in these matches. We don't see how. So far, the red isn't causing any damage, but slowly inching its way towards green's town.
Yeah. Well, I think that's at the end. The green lumber camp should be attacked. Okay, blue does have an interesting defensive tower which can help a lot.
Yep.
And yellow detected the tower, so that's why it's eventually crossing the enemy by the other side. Okay, and red side it looks to be fine. I think that red is actually gonna kill green. So
those palisades are doing some good job against the green villagers.
Yep.
Villagers can't knock them down.
Oh, nice tower by green. At least the lumber camp is protected at the left of the TC.
Yep, that's important. Look at how many lumber camps green has. I count 3, so that's not a huge number, but I bet at least a couple of those are in response to the towers.
Okay, so red just stopped trashing because it considers that it does have already too many towers on the inside.
Yeah, and Barbarian only has 20 villagers right now, so it seems like it's working.
Yeah, definitely.
Yellow's not causing a huge amount of damage yet. It looks like yellow's going clockwise around blue's town.
Yellow should be... Well,
looks like yellow might have...
in researching Castle Age. Followed by yellow. Anyway.
Alright, so green is basically dead. Blue has a chance to build up just fine if its soldiers avoid the yellow towers. We'll see what happens.
Well, we've got much control for Yggdrasil both sides, let's say.
Yeah. Be a lot of work for blue to make its way back at this point. It's already 2v1.
It's gonna be interesting to see if blue will focus on the towers or it will try to attack the yellow's economy.
Right, if it's smart, you'll avoid the towers and attack yellow's town.
Yeah. Okay, we've got one seed workshop for blue.
Seed workshop town center. And then both of the Yggdrasil players are in Castle Age. Looks like red and yellow are both going knights.
Yep. Maps plus.
So if yellow can send in its knights and get blue's eco, that will be important, I think.
Okay, so Barbarian is just focusing on
Yeah, it's looking like blue is going to target towers.
Yep, but it does have 3 rams, so it might be fine. But it's...
Yep.
At least it's making blue busy, while yellow is free to boom.
Booming up. And yellow looks like it's attacking.
Yeah, it will defend the towers, defend the rams.
Those rams are not going to knock them down before the knights come. Yep.
Okay, red does have the good reaction, it's targeting the safe opponent. And it looks like Yggdrasil is eventually getting one victory versus Barbarian.
Yep, that's got to feel good.
It could have been... the 1-1 could have been different if Yggdrasil defend its opponent.
Yeah.
I'm curious to discover the elo rating obtained by Yggdrasil just by this Yggdrasil versus Barbarian, which has a very high elo rating compared to Yggdrasil. I think that Yggdrasil can win some elo points just with this.
Even though it lost 3-1.
Yep.
That's the funny way of how ELO works. Getting one win against Barbarian is an upset against Barbarian.
Ah, okay, Yggdrasil won 2 points. Okay, not too bad. Fancy imperative.
Yep, well now we're just waiting for Barbarian to resign.
This is the case.
And there we go. I just had to tell Barbarian to resign and it would resign. Alright, well, congrats, Esty. You got a win against Barbarian.
Exactly. With Yggdrasil.